welcome to today's stream. We're gonna start with these windows here today. Flight Radar 24, because the exact same flight we are gonna simulate now is happening in real time. This is done by Qantas Link, but we are using today Virgin Australia call sign Velocity. And yeah, our call sign is Velocity 1361, as it is in real life. We're gonna use a 737, not a 737-800, but a 737-700, and we are heading to Melbourne. It's a pretty interesting day. Look at this weather condition we have here. Let me put the flight plan in the meantime. What? No. Okay, the flight plan is wrong on... This is wrong, of course. But yeah, interesting weather, as you can see. And as you can also see from this view. It was raining when I started the sim, now I finished. Interesting fact about this airport, for what I remember, the runway is quite short. Let me check. It's it's a 1981 meter long runway. Not that short actually, but we are gonna carry some fuel because, as you can see, we have as alternate Sydney. Australia is really interesting to operate here because of basically there are not much airports around Australia, even in this area, and so that's why our alternate is Sydney, and we have to carry a lot of fuel, and in case of emergency it's not the best at all if you have to go to an alternate. So yeah, I wouldn't spend much time. Let's jump into the plane. Let's start boarding immediately. Super dark. Wow, look at the clouds going away now. Ooh, that's pretty epic. Look at this. Wow, incredible. Okay, let me load down the view as always in 2020. This setting is completely weird. Okay, so I want to start boarding some people here, and okay, wait, I have to do this before. Okay, 3000 and payload empty. All right, there we go. Okay, so fuel, we are gonna carry, I guess, a lot of fuel today. Let me see here. Yeah, it's 6.1 tons. Wow. So well, is that efficient, this 700? Well, that's an incredible efficiency. I mean, we have the fuel to go to Melbourne, go around twice, and then go to Sydney, go around twice, and still have fuel. Technically. 117 passengers. And as you well know, in the 700 version, you have to wait to finish refueling before starting boarding baggages or bags. Okay, I will continue to use the key of 2024 now, of course, because I'm used to 2024. Alright, let's jump here. So nav, let's go. This is already done. Cruise altitude will be flight level 360. Landing elevation in Melbourne is 450 feet. I'm kind of scared, to be honest. Yeah, I will have to share the flight plan soon with you. I'm kind of scared because I don't see any arrival, which is weird, to be honest. We should have one, right? No. Okay, I guess we have directly the ILS then. Well, it's letting me go direct to Melbourne VOR, which is super strange, to be honest. Doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah, our flight plan is not... I mean, I'm not really liking this stuff here. Yeah, we have no departure, no arrival. I don't know if it's normal, but... Yeah, there was this... but this is terrible, I guess. Oh, no, it's not. This is way better, honestly. We are having this, which is what book? I mean, we can keep it, of course. It's kind of weird. We just have a couple of. These are MDB. This looks more accurate, but yeah. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna change with this. I mean, we don't have control now. Yeah, it's kind of weird what I got. Because basically we are going direct to the... I mean, I don't have any approach from there. It's super weird. Probably they do it. But we will need to use radar vectoring in that case. Yeah. I don't know what to do. We're gonna stay with it. I mean, it's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna show you now while it's boarding. Okay. Yeah, so basically this is the flight plan we got. And as you can see, finishes at Mike Lima, which is a VOR. Do they have 2 letters only in Australia? I thought NDB had 2 letters, not VOR. But probably I'm wrong apparently. And so approach available. Yeah, of course we have no arrival. That's obvious. We have from here. Well, actually, yeah, we have this one, Razzi 1 Victor, which we can shoot probably. Let me see it. Okay, it's not. We do have Razzi in our flight plan, I'm quite sure. Oh yeah. So yeah, in case we can switch to it. I don't know why we got this flight plan here. It's kind of strange. And also for departure. We got a waypoint here. Yeah, I don't like the flight plan to be honest, but yeah, there is nobody. We're gonna stay with it. We can make some changes. I mean, so yeah, let me show you this. And we're gonna probably change this with something like this. Yeah, this is definitely way better. And we can remove this waypoint here. Remove. Okay. Okay, should be fine now. Yeah, should look like something like that. I mean, not really. I mean, it's not really a difference. We don't really need a departure, but I mean, it's just a straight line. But whatever. Okay, now we are doing with the fuel. Let me set up some. Not this. Oh, super dark still. Okay, let me accelerate because I don't want to take off at midnight, possibly. Okay, now it's too slow. Alright, so release. Okay. Let's start doing some stuff here. Pausing it, GPS position. I guess they are already. Okay, not aligned still. Route. Now we have to import here. Okay, I'm not gonna set any departure then, to be honest. But yeah. Okay, cargo. 2.7. We can split it in 1.4. 1.3. 1.3. Alright. Okay. Load. Oh wow, this is still blocked here. Yeah, this stuff can take forever, as always. Okay, activate execute. Let me check the legs. Alright, yeah. It's kind of strange. These two waypoints here are very strange to me. Probably we should have used another flight plan, but yeah. I should have checked before, as always. Whatever. Start. So what's... Okay, I'm not gonna use any kind of departure here. I'm just gonna indicate running 3 to left. And that's it. We're gonna use heading. Yeah, other than that, there is nothing we can do. 10,000 feet initial climb is completely fine. In Australia, they don't use... I mean, they use QNH as in Europe, which is 1001. There is low pressure. Okay, there's a line. And yeah, basically there is nothing we can do now. We just have to wait to load the plane. We can calculate performance, of course. We're gonna do it actually, but yeah, we can't have the CG. Okay, let's wait this, and we can do this as well. Okay, this is fine. Okay, yeah, we have to do this. Start. All right. So cost index 11. All right. Cruise altitude 360. Wind is 260 knots, 89 knots. Sorry, 260 degrees, 89 knots. Wow, that's quite a lot. Zero fuel weight is 51.2. And reserves are 3.2. Wow, that's a lot of reserves. Okay, execute. Alright. And yeah, that's super weird to be honest. But yeah, we're gonna use heading, of course. Fly director. And heading select. And be now. Okay. And heading is 320. 320 set. Okay. We just have to wait to finish boarding the baggages and then we can go. We can, of course, again calculate performance. The only thing you can't have before the boarding is finished is the CG again, because as you can see here, it's gonna change. If I keep pressing this, not the import weather maybe, yeah, 20.51, 20.5, and so on. So the V speeds and the takeoff configuration is correct, but yeah, the CG not really. So let's go here. So we do have, wow, it's pretty cold now I realize, 6. Yeah, it's pretty cold. So we have a D rate of 67 on takeoff 1. Sorry, 47, not 67. 47, climb 1. Yeah, I guess we're gonna keep climb 1, honestly. It's not a long flight, so, and we have to go fly level 360, which is quite high to be honest. Flaps is 1. Wow, so confident the plane. 130, okay, 129er actually, 130, 134. 129er, 130, 134. And yeah, as you can see for the CG, we'll have to wait the end of the boarding. Because it's gonna keep changing now. Yeah, as you can see. So yeah, it's gonna finish in the next 2 minutes probably. Then APU start and let's go. We're gonna taxi this way. I'm not gonna brief the taxi. This is the runway again, 2,000 meter runway, pretty short, but we have an extremely powerful plane. The 737-700, extremely good performance, both takeoff and climbing. You know it, I mean, you know the plane. Okay. Couple of one traffic from Sydney, just took off. Yeah, probably in real life they already land, but whatever. Okay, we finished this one here. Yeah, it's gonna finish very soon. Let's start removing some stuff, removing stairs as well. Okay, let's start going on our own. APU starts. All right. Let's hear the APU sound. Super low for you. By the way, even if I would, I couldn't set that sim very high volume. This is the max. Okay. I can get closer. Wow, it's a very beautiful sound actually. The APU starts. Wow. So good. Alright. I guess we finish everything here. Yeah. So, before start checklist. Okay, let's turn all this stuff on. APU power. Yeah. Windows it. Probes after. We can turn on this stuff here. Pax is gonna stay off for now. Let's just be sure that the APU bleed is on. Anti-collision lights are gonna be on. And yeah, we're ready to push and start. It's starting raining. That's very interesting. We have to calculate a performance again. Parking brake set. Remove everything here and chocks. Alright. So again, we're gonna push back nose facing south and take off. Sorry, nose facing, yeah, south. Runway 32 left. I remind you, we are in Launceston. We are in Tasmania. We're going to Melbourne in Australia. Not a long flight, but not even that short. Request pushback. Let's go.
To ground. This is ground. Stand
Super
by.
high volume this. A traffic, transponder on. Got check over here. So everything looks fine, honestly. Yeah. Anti-collision light already on. Alright. We are about to push back. Yeah, there is just this traffic just took off from. I guess we're gonna arrive before him for sure. I mean, quite sure. So yeah, probably I'm gonna modify my flight plan
The bypass pin is installed.
during
All doors
flight.
and hatches closed and all ground equipment is removed.
Usually, what
The parking brakes
I mean,
are
the
set.
first one
You may
that's
lift. Parking brakes
that
set.
is suggested for sim brief. It's very good as a flight plan. So probably it's fine if you fly here. This can
We are
need to be
cleared for
switched.
start and push. Okay, cleared.
But yeah, that was a little bit strange to be honest.
Parking brake. Parking
Okay.
brakes are released. Commencing
Okay,
pushback.
let's remove
Start
this.
the engine
Let's
in
put
sequence.
this on takeoff page.
Start in
And we have to
sequence.
calculate this again because it's raining now. So, condition of the runway is wet. Go. Okay, 46. And 127. Okay, that's it. So let's go performance and we'll limit it 46 now. Yeah, I know. And 127 on the B1. The rest is equal. Let me change this as well. 632. The trim, let's start the engine in the meantime. Starting number 2. 6.32. Okay. There we go. Fueling. Let me increase the volume, at least for the startup. Pretty quiet here.
Okay, pushback completed. Please set your parking brake.
Parking brake set.
Parking brake set. Lowering aircraft.
I mean, this is the default pushback. I mean, the free one is really good.
Ground.
Actually.
You may disconnect.
It's really good, actually.
Okay, sir. Clear to disconnect. Pin has been removed. See you at the side. Have a good flight.
Holding position waiting for the visual. Thank you and goodbye.
Thank you, sir. Starting number 1. And 2. And it's rising. Alright. 25% fueling. 25% fueling. Alright. And this one is starting. Really bass sound. Okay, let me lower it. Okay. Alright, almost done. Yeah, we have to wait. Not much we can. I mean, I guess my mic is. Oh, I'm very far now, but it looks different, to be honest. Alright, we have a good engine start. Props. Continuous. Electrical on the engine now. Pax auto. Insulation valve auto. APU bleed off. APU off. Taxi light. Flaps 1. Alright. I remind you, we have a 2000 meter runway. And it's raining on top of that. Let's go. Terrain on. Ah, wow. Nice. Mountains close. Wow, a lot of engine to move the plane. Why that? It's a bit strange. A bit strange, honestly. Okay, let me lower the volume. Yeah, I hope everything is fine. It took... Wow, look at this. The plane is barely moving. I mean, it's very cold, actually, shouldn't we? I mean, we should have nice performance. Okay, let's give some power. Okay. Takeoff config check. As if you don't know, in the 737, the takeoff config, I mean, to do the takeoff config, you have to put the throttle close to toga, and it's gonna start ringing if something is not correct. If it doesn't, everything is fine, and at least major stuff. Okay, this is fine. Okay. Alright, turn off on. I'm gonna turn them on since we're super rainy. I mean, we have nobody around us, but yeah, whatever. Let's try to do a great a good simulation. Oh, it's taxing super slow. Have I completely forgot how the 73 tax? I mean, I thought it was taxing faster at 73%. Oh, sorry, 33% of N1. I don't know. Perhaps we are in a slope. Maybe. I mean, let me see the charts. Maybe, I mean. Yeah, it looks super slow. But anyway, we're almost there. Let's see, external view over nice. Wow, we're gonna take off right into the rain. And that's gonna be cool. And we're gonna try to climb super fast. As always, with the 737. 700, super powerful plane. Again, weight ratio. I mean, power weight ratio, it's really good in this plane here. Alright. We're about to go. We are about to go. Everything is fine. Flap set. Let me increase a bit of lightning here. We don't have our weather meter. Oh, sorry, weather radar, weather meter. Oh my god. I wasn't in Unicorn, but luckily there is nobody around here. Oops. Okay, landing lights on. Strobe on. Alright. Look at this weather. Okay. Wow. Pretty interesting. Alright, let's go. 40%. We have also the overhead windows here. Engine is stable, brake ready is dog. Check.
V1, rotate. Positive rate of climb.
Gear up. Oh, sorry, it's not this. Alright. Look at this weather. That's a terrible, terrible weather. Wow. So scary. Okay, let's go here 1 sec. Okay, follow the flight director. We are in heading select at the moment. Oh, this plane flies very different from the A320. Okay, climb 1. Kick in. Trim down. Alright. Okay, autopilot on. Let's climb immediately something like flight level 160 at least. And have already visibility completely zero on the ground. Yeah, speed check flaps up. Okay, let the plane climb. It's gonna climb very fast, direct here, execute, LNAV, zoom out, and now it's gonna start climbing like a rocket. Okay, this can goes off. This should be on, of course. Alright, 4,000 feet per minute on the climb, totally fine. Okay. Let's see here if we can spot the breakthrough clouds. I don't know the altitude. The meter said overcast, yeah. But this is the... Oh, wow. Here we have an answer. Oh my god. Very cool. Very cool. Look at the sun there. It's still sunrise. Yeah, I thought we have a nice storm in front of us still. Okay, continue climb. Pressure standard. Look at this climb performance. Extremely good climber. Is this plane here. Okay. Wow. Very, very cool. 10,000 feet acceleration, landing lights off. This can goes off now. Seatbelt's gonna stay on for the moment. I don't even know if I will remember to turn them off. Wow, we have the wind is very bad. I mean, I don't know why the cost index was that low, but we're gonna have some very strong crosswind today. Okay, acceleration. Look at the plane, it's accelerating and climbing 2,000 feet per minute at the same time. Look at that, wow, what a place. Tasmania is an incredible place. Indeed, I will do another flight. Next time my flight is plane, we will be again from Melbourne to Tasmania in another airport. Very interesting one as well. Yeah, tomorrow You know, there is this Japanese update that have been released, I guess today. So I guess tomorrow we're gonna fly in 2020 the Phoenix in Japan, back to Tokyo probably. As always in 2024, you don't have to download anything. It's all cloud. I mean, if you want, you can, but it's not really needed. Continue climb. Yeah. Everything is set fine and properly. Yeah, that scan goes auto now. Okay, this is correct. This is fine. Yeah, perhaps we should have used some anti-ice. Okay, true air temperature is still above 0 degrees. Which can be relevant or not. But yeah, at least it's an information. Okay. So we will have to check the procedure pretty soon. I mean, again, it's not a long flight. As soon as we get to cruise altitude. Yeah, we're gonna have some strong wind, honestly. But yeah, as I showed you before, there is this weather formation around Melbourne at the moment. So yeah, it's not the best day for sure. I'm gonna show you in windy pretty soon. Yeah, it's happening. Or I mean, around the world there are some incredible stuff happening weather-wise. Okay. Look at this. I mean, this is terrible weather. Melbourne is in VFR condition, luckily for now. But yeah, let me show you this. Okay, windy. Alright, so yeah, we are here basically. Look at this strong wind. Of course, now we are very low. This is ground. This is our cruise altitude. Look at this stuff here. I mean, nice. I mean, we're gonna be lower than this, but still pretty strong. And look what's happening around the world. I mean, some incredible storm. Look at this. Well, of course, everyone knows this. Oh, no, it's not this one, sorry. Look at this. The one hitting Hong Kong has just disappeared. Probably there is still some residual. Yeah, should be this stuff here, but now it's basically, yeah, disappearing. Look at this one. In the satellite. Look at this. I guess it's called Typhoon when it's in the Pacific Ocean. And we have the other one that we saw before. Yeah, look at this stuff here. Incredible. So we have 1, 2. Then there is a 1 here. Oh yeah. Another one. I don't know the direction of this. Is it gonna? It's going to the west. Yeah, it's not really helpful, this view. Yeah, I don't know actually. There is this one here that is coming toward Europe actually. Also, this one is a nice storm. It's not a hurricane. This one it is, and it's coming towards Spain. And we have this one here, or is this one that's coming towards Spain? Probably. And look at this one as well. Oh yeah. Oh, wow. Wait a sec. So we do have this. Oh, this one is not that storm. I mean, it doesn't have really a hurricane shape. But yeah, quite some busy weather around the world in this period, honestly. And back to our 737. As always, if you have any question about the plane or the flight or other planes, feel free to ask. Feel free to ask. So, let me start checking a little bit the estimate for our arrival. Are we gonna be before? Yeah. Okay, 5 minutes, but we're gonna accelerate and we have a better angle. So yeah, we're gonna definitely land before him. Yeah, for sure. Look at this weather from, I mean, in 2020 is still very good, I think. clouds. Yeah. I don't know which one I prefer. I mean, I prefer 2024, of course, because 2020 is missing. Ooh, I don't want to stop to climb. Altitude intervention. In 2020 is missing some high altitude clouds, as you can see here. Above this layer, there is nothing. Oh, we have also the wind. I mean, the overhead windows. As you can see, there is nothing. In 2024, there are high altitude clouds. So yeah, this cloud system is definitely better, but yeah, it's still pretty cool. But anyway, let's check this complex departure here. Sorry, this complex arrival. Again, the flight plan is a little bit weird. I want to make a change, honestly, because as you can see here, it's gonna lead us to Mike Lima, and I want from Razzi to have an arrival actually. So, like the 1 alpha is fine. Yeah, 1 alpha is perfectly fine. Okay. So we're gonna remove the this waypoint here. Wait a sec. Mike Lima, remove. All right. Now we can remove one Razzi. It's the same. Okay. And from Akdel, we're gonna shoot an ILS. ILS Zulu. No, wait. We have runway 34. Oh, we don't have an ILS. Really? We have this here. I have no idea what this is, honestly. I should know, but we have an air nav approach, of course. Perhaps we pick up a strange runway, but actually I checked in real life they are using this. I mean, I can show you, of course. Wait a sec. Because in real life, are they using this runway? Yeah, this is a landing. Runway 34. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. They are using that. That's for sure. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna go with our nav, to be honest. Okay. Let's go with this. Yeah, from Atkill. Okay, that's perfect. That's perfect. We have a nice visibility for the moment. It's Cabo K, Melbourne. Wow, it's a miracle. It's completely surrounded by rain, but apparently it's Cabo K. So we have to do some changes here. So arrival. I want the air nav 34, the Razzi 1 alpha arrival, execute, and now we're gonna have the problem of this, but we're gonna copy this and paste it here. If we will have a controller, it's gonna be very interesting because it's a total mess up our flight plan. Do we have any below altitude constraint? What is this? I don't know. No. Okay. So we have to be at 2,500 feet at Akdel to intercept the air nav approach. Minima is 690. It's a barometric minima. Of course, this is a non-precision approach, but it's Cabo K condition, so it's perfectly fine for us. And barometric 690,000 to go. Vertical speed 1,000 feet per minute. Let's do the level off. Oops, I didn't want to use this. I want to use this here. 690. $690. Can we have a direct? Yeah, maybe. Let me see if I'm able to spot. No, we can't have a direct. Okay, it's fine. Let's continue this way for now. It's pretty short still. I mean, 26 minutes according to Navigraph. We are not gonna be on ground in 26 minutes, but it's the like our distance just based on our ground speed. I guess we improve with the. I mean, compared to the Qantas. Yeah, 10 minutes before. Well, we have plenty of time. Just plenty of time. So yeah, next time I want to go to Hobart. Which Hobart is also an important place because, I mean, I know I told you many times, I did a world tour with a TBM, which didn't end up being a world tour, but half of the world tour. And I arrived at Hobart. And now that's TBM. Unfortunately, I don't have I wasn't using Volante at the time, but I'm using to bring it back to Italy, and this is the path I'm doing with the plane. We did a flight I guess, 2 days ago maybe, or yesterday, I don't remember. My memory is really bad. No, yesterday we flew the A Phoenix, so 2 days ago. So yeah, bring it back. Try to bring it back to Europe. It's gonna take forever, but yeah, don't do this. This was when I started using Volante actually. But oh, we have an A380. Singapore, Sydney. Yeah, that's a flight I want to do. For sure. Okay. You know, Singapore is a typical. Yeah, that's the typical. Yeah, the airport the bridge airport they used to come to Europe from Australia. Sydney, of course. They do direct flights of from Dubai to Australia, that's obvious. But yeah, with the 737, sorry, with the 777 from Melbourne they go to, no, I guess for Sydney, I don't remember actually, but I guess for Sydney or Melbourne they go to Singapore and then Dubai. Also Qantas to go. Yeah, I guess they do Singapore. I'm not actually 100% sure, to be honest. We can check. Yeah, we can check. Why not? Why not? No, wait. Oof. Okay. So from Sydney. Yeah, they definitely go to Singapore. Yeah. Singapore to London. They don't go to London in any other way, right? Yeah. Oh yeah, they go to London from Perth. Wow. That's a flight for sure. 787. Wow. That's a cool flight. Super long. What the fuck? How long is this flight here? Let me check. Sorry. Perth to, yeah, I guess they go London Heathrow. Heathrow. This is a super long flight. Wow. This is very long. Incredible flight. It's almost 8,000 nautical miles. 8,000 nautical miles. Wow, it's around. I mean, it's a little less than 16 hours. Wow, did they do this flight for real? Oh, that's very long. Oh, yes, I mean, the longest flight is Singapore to New York, right? If I'm not wrong. Yeah, it's more. Yeah, but this is a super long flight anyway. Okay, and then from Perth to... Okay, yeah, so you have to wait actually. You can go from London to Perth and then from Perth to Sydney, or London, Singapore, and then from Singapore to Sydney. Or you can take Emirates. And yeah, basically they do Dubai, Melbourne and Sydney direct, or Dubai, Singapore, as you can see. Ah, they don't do it anymore? What? Oh wow, I checked recently actually. Okay, they don't do that anymore. Very interesting. Yeah, I checked recently because, wow, they do Dubai Auckland. What a flight. What is this? I want to see the flight. Come on. Okay, I can't apparently. Oh, what? That's an incredible flight. Ah, yeah, I didn't select. A380. Yeah, I was checking recently because I did in real life Melbourne to Dubai, and at the time when I did it, long time ago actually, it was 2000 and. Okay, we can go direct somewhere here. Yeah, I'm gonna go direct to the initial fix to Razzi. Execute. Yeah, at the time they were doing like Melbourne, Kuala Lumpur, Dubai. So I checked recently, but it was like at the it was less than 1 year ago. It was like 10 months ago, max. I checked the routing at 10 months ago they were doing Melbourne, Dubai, or Melbourne, Singapore, and then Singapore, Dubai. But yeah, apparently they're not doing it anymore. Very interesting. Very interesting. Look at this wind. 105 knots. This is so precise. We checked windy and was 104 knots at this altitude in windy. It's 105 in the sim. Incredible accuracy. It's of course a model, as it is in windy. It's obvious, but still incredible. So we are completely, we are full of clouds here. Melbourne, still okay. Alright. The run is pretty long. We are landing on one of the longest runway of the airport. It's 3,657 meter long. They land A380 there. We are gonna calculate performance anyway. You know that the 737 have many auto brake configurations, so we want the right one. Also, as you can see here, yeah, the domestic terminal is this one here. It's the south terminal. This is international terminal. So yeah, we don't want to brake. We don't want to stop too far, honestly. So we're gonna use probably auto brake 2 anyway, or 3. We'll see. But yeah, probably 2 is fine. Okay. So we are pretty close to top of descent. We're gonna set initially flight level 200. Alright. QNH in Melbourne is 1008. Wow, quite a difference of air pressure from Tasmania to Australia. Look at this. I love this livery. This is the old livery of Virgin Australia. And this is also an old plane, and they had windows. Overhead windows here, which I did last time we flew it. I did a big research on why they were still using this type of windows here in the 737NG, and why they completely removed them on the MAX. But I completely forgot the reasons. Actually, was interesting. Was definitely interesting, but yeah, I completely forgot it, unfortunately. I can ask, of course. Okay, let me ask just this. Why some 737 NG have windows on the overhead? Okay. Yeah, I completely forgot. Yeah, I know they're not. Why they were part of Boeing Sky Interior option. Natural light. Okay. Provide natural daylight into the overhead. Okay, that's obvious. Less claustrophobic. This is for passenger. What? No, I'm talking about the one in the cockpit. Oh, we have to descend. Eyebrow, yeah, eyebrow, Windows. Yeah, celestial navigation. I don't know actually. Yeah, I mean it's obvious that the first thing we will think about is celestial navigation, which in Australia, I mean, it's kind of interesting still. But yeah, looks a little bit strange to me. But anyway. Oh wow, we are super slow on descent. Okay. Yeah, Australia is pretty strange, as you can see here. It's quite remote. I mean, definitely remote. Around Melbourne, for example, you have yeah, you have some airport for sure. You have this option here and this one, but yeah, look at this. There is Canberra, then Sydney, and there is Adelaide here. So you don't really have a good, suitable airport. Imagine that you have a storm over Melbourne. I mean, the closest one are hundreds of miles, nautical miles far from you. Imagine that these two airports are in operative. I don't even know if you can land here actually. So yeah, for example, today we have the fuel to go to Sydney if we need, and we have also Canberra in the middle. But also when you do like Sydney to Alice Springs, look at this. Do you see any meter? Yeah, we have no meter, and that also means no commercial airports around here. There are some runway, of course. This can be a suitable one for 737, for example, for sure, in emergency situation. But yeah, flying in Australia is still very, very challenging for many reasons. If you have to do this flight here, for example, look at this, it's 1000 nautical miles. Basically we are gonna have 800 nautical miles without any big commercial airport around you. Australia is an enormous country. I did it all in TBM. It took forever. It's really, really, really big, and you don't really have, I mean, with a TBM you have many options, of course. With a 737 it's slightly different. Let's go down because we are losing the vertical path during the talk. Okay. Alright. Okay, this guy pretty fast. Wow, it's super slow. Yeah, of course, he does have all the headwind. Okay, yeah. 10 minutes before him. Yeah, we're gonna probably be offline when the time is there. I guess it's pretty. The eyebrow here are pretty interesting if you have to do visual approach many times, but well, maybe not. I mean, it should be an extremely sharp turn to need this. Extremely sharp. So we are actually over the land, even if we can't see anything. But yeah, there is land below us. It's incredible that we have Cabo K in Melbourne. It's pretty close to us, Melbourne. It's just it's 80 miles still. It's not that close. Okay, continue descent. No control, right? It's morning in Australia, of course. It's quite normal that we don't have any controller. Okay. We can also go to Adelaide. I don't know. With this plane, I guess I just did a little bit of Sydney, Melbourne. Oh my god, this. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah. 5 times Sydney, Melbourne. I just did that actually. Yeah, I can go to Adelaide once. Yeah, we're just over the storm here. I mean the clouds. Okay, continue descent. Flight level 120. We're a little bit over the vertical path. But it's fine. It's fine. Everything is set. Okay, I mean target speed should be 251. Let's add this one, which is extremely different now. And continue descent. Yeah, it's gonna be a slow descent. I mean, our cost index was quite low. Oh, there is a traffic on Melbourne. Yeah, we're overland, as you can see here. Yeah, it's a thick layer of clouds here. Impossible to see below. Really impossible. External, it's minus 19 degrees. Engine, oops, this is pump. What the fuck am I doing? Everything fine, right? Yeah. Anti-ISO. Yeah, I was about to turn off the hydraulic, which is a great idea. Okay, 80 miles from airport. Yeah, we have to calculate performance. Let's go immediately. Runway 34. Okay, import auto brake free. Let's try with auto brake free. Okay, auto brake 2, so we should be fine. Yeah. Anyway, auto brake 2 is gonna be, and this one here, classical flaps 30. Anti-ice on. For now, at least. Continue descent. 10,000 feet. Let's go down. So yeah, we do have a traffic. Let's just went online. We have another traffic here. Well, we are way before him. So yeah, quite calm morning in Australia on VATSIM. Yeah, tomorrow we're gonna fly in this. I mean, we're gonna fly Japan. Let's say in this area of the world again, because there was the release of the Japan SIM update. Sorry, world update. Another one, by the way. The Japan was the first one, the very first one SIM update we got back in 2020. I guess it was still 2020, to be honest. Probably was October, November 2020, something like that. And then we had Australia after it, if I remember correctly. Australia, where we are right now. Yeah, unfortunately, terrible day to see below. Look at those clouds here. Wow, super thick layer of clouds. Yeah, it's incredible that in Melbourne we have Cabo K. We'll see. Perhaps they're gonna disappear in the next 10 miles. Now we're gonna go right into it for the moment. Will be cool to be below it. It's always cool. Yeah, of course it's cool, I mean. Okay, into the clouds. Look at the turbulence. Yeah, we can turn on seat belts since we are passing a thick layer, and they're gonna stay on until the stop of the plane at this point. Let's check the other traffic. Wow, choof. Wow, these guys are together, of course. It's not Aero Wings, that call sign. I mean, Echo Whiskey Juliet. It's not Aero Wings, that. Let me see. Aero Wings call sign. Yeah, it's Aero Wings. Okay. They are flying with Aero Wings call sign in Australia. I mean, it's fine. You can do whatever you want in VATSIM from this point of view. You don't really need to use local call sign at all. Oh wow, look at that. That's pretty cool. Finally, yeah, as you can see there, we're gonna have a big improvement of weather pretty soon. So yeah, you don't really need to use a local QNH. Sorry, QNH, a local call sign. I just want to see the experience of this guy here. Okay, nice. It's also cool. I mean, some people like to use their national airline every time to, underline that they're not. I mean, they are French or Spanish, whatever. I mean, I still really like the ground satellite images in 2020, since it's not a cloud. I mean, of course, it's still online data, photogrammetry and satellite images. I don't know. It looks like more stable to me than 2024. Also, the length of loading looks better, to be honest. Somehow the ground from this kind of altitude looks way better here. Super stable. And yeah, Melbourne is right in front of us. Okay, we are right on the vertical path. Let's reduce the vertical speed a little bit. Also, we are overshooting. I mean, it's not really a problem. Wow, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool arrival into Melbourne with this weather here. Okay, let me open the. Okay, after VATSIM we can descend 5,000. Wow. Pretty cool. Yeah. The ground loading, the ground stability of 2020 is definitely ahead. Probably, I mean, you can download everything on 2024 now. At least I think everything, but probably if you download some data in your SSD, is gonna be better. But yeah, this looks super stable, super realistic. I mean, you don't have like blur stuff loading weirdly. I love the ground in 2020. Yeah, we can continue this at 5,000. According to the green banana, we will not be below 10,000 at Razzi. I'm not gonna get any more direct from here, to be honest. It's fine. Okay, we're losing the vertical path again a little bit, so let's increase our vertical speed by 100. Should be sufficient to maintain it. Let's see what's happening on ground. Okay, still these two traffic, no flight plan. This one is pretty far again. Incredible. Super cool. I mean, we could go direct to final actually. I mean, we can do it. I mean, there is no traffic. There's no point to wait. Let's go. Let's continue descent. Now, level change. And speed brakes. Let's go down. Speed brake out. So we can descend 2,500, which is also the altitude to intercept the airnav approach we are shooting today. As always, if you have any question, now is the time. Auto brake set. Speed brake, we are using them. This is fine. Landing lights on. We're still a bit high, but it's fine. Let's go down. Oh wow, we get a lot of headwind, of course, on the turn. So we're gonna catch the vertical path pretty easily today. Wow, look at this terrain. I mean, it's so beautiful. So beautiful. Yeah, this one not really, but okay, let's see. This view here is so good. Also the not terrain blobbing, strange stuff. I really still like. I mean, 2020 is a great sim, of course. Okay, we are already on the vertical path, speed braking and armed. It's a great sim. Visually, it's great. The big problem of 2020 is the flight model, of course. I mean, some plane. I mean, we don't have the 737 on 2024, but in some plane you can definitely feel a big difference, especially default plane. But yeah, whatever. Whatever. Look at at Melbourne downtown generating. We are still pretty far as always. You have custom building generating before the photogrammetry. I don't even know if if Melbourne it's in photogrammetry. To be honest, yeah, it is in photogrammetry. Yeah, this is definitely photogrammetry. Okay, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be a cool approach over the downtown. This is a cool approach. Running 3-4 on Melbourne because you fly over the downtown of the city. Really cool one. So if you can, I mean, if you are on VATSIM, use the runway active. Today is 3-4, luckily. If you are not and you have a nice wind to do it, I really suggest you running 3-4 to land into Melbourne. Otherwise, you will land to the north or to the east or west. The only arrival that flies over the city is from south, which we are doing right now. I guess it's the very first time I do it on top of it, because it's the wow, look at this city. Yeah, Melbourne is a cool city, by the way. Look at those details. I mean, ooh, wow, yeah, photogrammetry kicking in. Wow, that's very beautiful. I see the traffic on ground. Okay. Very beautiful. Look at this approach. I wouldn't expect to be so good. I mean, Melbourne skyline is pretty cool. I remember the first time I see it in real life, I was coming by car. Yeah, it was like seeing New York. I mean, it was pretty far foggy. These big buildings. I guess I was like kind of in those years probably. Very far. It was an epic moment. Look at this. My God. Wow. Stadium. The airport should be this, I guess. Wow. Extremely beautiful approach. Yeah, we're gonna be over the downtown. I mean, we're gonna have the downtown to the right of us, but very close. It's incredible because when I went from downtown Melbourne to the airport, when I took my flight, I was feeling like going toward the sea. It's not like that at all. Sometimes the perspective is completely wrong. Look at this approach. Wow. Super windy still, by the way. Wow. Where is the river? There is a river. I guess it's this. Yeah, I guess it's this path. A river. I mean, it's this one. Yeah. Wow. It's right there. That's the river. Okay, we're gonna have a nice view after the turn of the city. We are pretty close to the airport actually. Yeah, we are 10 miles. Yeah, we have to slow down. Okay, 1000 to go. Vertical speed 1000 feet per minute. Speed on up. Incredible. Incredible. On the turn, we're a bit high, but whatever. We're about to level off. Heading on final. Runner in sight. Approach.
2500.
Okay. Oh, lag. Yeah, that was laggy. Level off. Glide path is alive. Speed checks. Gear down. And speed check flaps. 1 speed on 1. Wow, look at the downtown. Alright. Laps 5. Speed on 5. Approach speed is 135. Normal traffic velocity 1361. Full establish. Airnav 34. Yeah, downtown going away from us. Speed check flaps 15. Speed on 15. I guess it's super heavy, this area, and that's why the sim is lagging. Yeah, look at this city. I mean, it's enormous in photogrammetry. Look at that downtown. Wow. Let's see from here. Wow. Incredible. Okay, speed check. Flaps. What? 30. 135. Approach speed. Set. Okay. Last view. Also because the plane is doing kind of crazy stuff. 27 knots of headwind. Not really promising. We should have 15 knots on ground. Anti-ice off. I completely forgot about them. But whatever. And autopilot off. Auto throttle off. Let's go down. Wow, it's super windy. 22 knots of headwind.
500. Approaching minimums. 400. Minimums.
Continue.
200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Touchdown reverse. Oof, that was hard. Yeah, when you have a lot of headwind, it's really weird, the behavior of the plane. Your angle, it's pretty high. Alright, 60 knots reverse in, manual braking. But yeah, it was fine at the end of the day. Okay, we're gonna exit here. Slow down, some power, otherwise we're not gonna taxi at all. Look at this, look at the arrow wings there. Alright, speed brake. And flaps up. APU. Okay. So we can turn on into Victor. Yeah, so right here, flight director can goes off. This can be disarmed. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, right here. Okay. How was the touchdown? Okay. Yeah, it's very fine considering the wind. I mean, yeah, when you have a lot of headwind, you're approaching very slow. So yeah, of course, you have a completely different feeling, especially not really a feeling. Let's say yeah, you're like a visual reference when you approach a plane. It's completely different, of course, when you are approaching with a lot of headwind. It's like approaching a TBM, but it's a 737. Okay, this can goes off now. And of course, as you know, the slower you are approaching, the easier it is to do a nice hard landing. Look at the two here. Wow, they are also big planes. I mean, no, it's an A321 probably. Fair enough. So cool to have liveries in 2020. I really for good. No, I really missed the model matching, to be honest. It's something that it's really missing in 2024. Strobes are still on. Strobe off. Okay, let's park here somewhere. That was a cool approach, by the way. I really enjoyed it. Seeing all the Melbourne downtown. Really cool. The best approach from Melbourne, by far. Okay, let's take the first one here. I mean, it's okay. Not the first one, maybe. Wow, this airport is really bad. On the contrary. Taxi light off. Okay, let's wait to stop. Parking brake set. Electrical on the APU. And engine off. Alright. Welcome to Melbourne. So I want to use Jetway now. Okay. Request. Doors open. Jetway. Alright. And we have to call, this. Request, and request. Let's do some checklist here. Ground power unit set, PAX can goes off, this can goes open, APU bleed can goes off, APU itself off, anti-collision light off. This. Fuel pump. Until the I don't know if the fuel pump has to stay on until the APU is shut off.
Sydney traffic, Eurowings 621, stand 8, push and start.
It's an A320 actually. They are going to Sydney. Okay. And this
Sydney traffic, good evening, Eurowings 733 at stand Delta 6 at Sydney. Now push and start, Sydney traffic.
yeah, the guy of the pushback. Okay, so this is it for today. Tomorrow we are gonna 90% fly in Japan. We're gonna use the Phoenix again. We have a plane in Nagasaki, which is an incredible airport. Sorry, in Hiroshima. And yeah, I guess we're gonna simply go back to
correction, Melbourne.
to Tokyo. So that's it.
Traffic Qantas 403, 10 mile final, runway 27, Melbourne.
So thank you very much for watching. Wish you a nice night. See you next. Let me turn off the fuel pump. Okay. See ya.
Melbourne traffic. Eurowings 621. Push and start to the runway 34.